Hi, it's me again, and I'm going into minimalism, apparently. Full speed ahead. I watched a video by Kelly Stamps. Thank you so much. Kelly has been the most recent inspiration and motivation for my life, so I really wanted to dedicate this video to her. Thank you very much. As I mentioned previously, I have decided to venture on the path of minimalism. And why, you may ask? For the aesthetic? No. In fact, I have done my research once more on my magic notebook, and I will tell you the reasons behind my venture into minimalism. You may have heard that in ancient history, in both Buddhism and Christianity, religious groups would frequently denounce their possessions in order to gain spiritual awareness. This could be classified as the origins of minimalism. For me and a lot of modern folk, this act isn't exactly what we're looking for anymore. However, modern minimalism is a practice of awareness and intention regarding one's belongings. It essentially can be summarized as quality over quantity, and everybody should believe that rule. It's a good one. I will be going through all of my clothing items, including shoes, PJs, which are basically just old pieces of clothing. Embarrassing. My two very large collections of shirts and turtlenecks. That's going to be a hard one. And in order to not bore you, I'm not going to show you the entire process. If I do, it will be in a huge, very fast time lapse, so don't you worry. After organizing all of my clothes into a keep and shoe pile, I'll be showing how I'm going to sell my clothes. And now, to make the sorting process so much easier, I have come up with a few rules that I'm going to stick to. Questions regarding your closet. Have you worn the item in the last year or ever? Does it have holes, stains, etc.? Do you feel comfortable wearing it? Is it in the right size? Too big? Too small? Do you have 20 replicas of the exact same item? Essentially, the things that I'll be keeping will be things that are fresh, are new, look good on me, and I feel good in. Anything that's old, ratted, tattered, if I don't think anyone else should be wearing it, then why am I wearing it? And essentially, those are my rules. Very easy, very simple. And now I'm going to show you how it works. And so we have these beautiful, beautiful trousers as an example of something that I'm obviously going to keep. Do I wear them a lot? Kinda. Keeping in mind that I was working full-time until recently, I basically only ever wore black, maybe blue jeans. So that's why these guys only come in handy on weekends or something where I can actually wear a different article of clothing. Have I worn these? Yes, I have worn these a lot. Do they have any holes or problems? No, they're a little bit too big on a waist, but these look very good with a belt, so that's not a problem. Is it the right size? Again, they are perfect in length. The fact that the waist is a bit too big, that happens with a lot of my jeans. I'm very oddly shaped. Do I have 20 replicas? No. These are the only kind of trousers that I have like these. That's why they are special. That's why I love them. They are my beloved brown trousers, and they are staying forever. Stay. But now for an item that I will be getting rid of. Which one? This is a bit of an embarrassing one. I bought this turtleneck in Primark. Have I worn it? Yes, I've worn it a few times ever since I bought it. Does it have any holes or problems? No. It's absolutely fine. Do I feel comfortable in it? This is where we have a problem. I love this color. I apparently don't like it on me as much as I thought. Yeah, it's just like a mistake. I regret this decision. I'm gonna sell it and pretend nothing happened. Now I'm gonna quickly show you my shoes. When I moved from Poland to England 3 years ago, let's just keep that in mind, that number, right? I had a few pairs of shoes with me, and then I had boots. These like chunky combat boots, not Doc Martens, I couldn't afford them. And essentially every single year that I've been here, I've bought new combat boots because they would be the only shoes that I'd ever wear. But you think, wait, but you brought so many shoes from Poland. Yeah, and I never wore them for the 3 years that I've been here. I can't remember wearing these. I genuinely can't. So I think that's a very easy bin thing. The truth of the matter, if you're ever getting rid of something and you can't remember the last time you wore them, get rid of it. It's just that simple. And so that was a bit of a look through. I'm now going to super duper run through all of my clothes and put them into piles. So far I've only kept a handful of items. Most of this is going. I'm just going to continue this, and salesperson Gabby will be with you very shortly. So progress has been made. This is my current pile of clothes that I want to keep. And it seems quite big, so I'm definitely going to go through it again. The pile of stuff that I want to get rid of is twice as big as this, so that's pretty cool. And it's so big, in fact, that it's outside. It doesn't fit into the room. So again, tiny room problems. But I'm going to tell you my selling process now. What I'm going to do once all of the clothes have been prepped is sort them into outfits. I'm then going to take photos in the outfits to make sure that you can see what it actually looks like on the person, because I find that's really helpful. I'm also going to take photos of the clothes on the hangers, and I'm going to make sure that I can show the label as well, because some people are very dubious about where the clothes come from. I'm going to put these clothes to the side, and if they don't sell in a matter of a few months, then I'll probably get rid of them. I will be promoting the hell out of my Depop to make sure that I can get as much sales as I possibly can, but even if it doesn't, then they'll go to a shelter. That's always a good stuff as well. I've got a few more things to sort out, check out. I've also got some coats and jackets in the back that I've forgotten about and just remembered now. And I will be back shortly with a more organized pile and hopefully an organized wardrobe as well. Yeah, I made quite a mess. I now have 2 piles of clothing. One, this big boy, stuff that I can sell because it's actually in good quality and stuff. And here we have old things, we have shoes, we have pajamas, just a bunch of crap really. This pile here is going to be organized into outfits that I can put on, and I will next model them, make sure that I look good in them so it's presentable, because all of these items I loved at one point in my life. That's why I have them. Love is only a chemical reaction. It will die out at some point. That's depressing. Sorry. And here we are. I'm going to be trying on and posing and taking photos with my phone because I think that's enough quality. I've got my dockies on, the lights behind me, and here I go. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't slide down the stairs like a loser. But yeah, avalanche of clothing. Now it's time to take photos on the hangers. White background is what you're looking for. White background is like the best thing in the world. If you can have your clothes hanging up as well, it's just so much better, so much cleaner. You can see everything, it's great. And after this is done, well, clothes go into the wash. Then they get dried, ironed, make sure that they're all perfect to go, and that's all. So a few days have passed, as can be seen by the hair. I really went ham on everything. Like, I wanted to get everything properly done, amazing photos, editing, and the editing took forever, let me tell you that. Because apparently, despite being a photographer and, knowing how to do stuff, I can't take a straight photo to save my life. That might be a metaphor for something. I don't know. So after a few days of hardcore editing and starting to actually put stuff up, it's done. It's been 2 days and I've actually sold 2 items. So let me tell you a little bit of the build-up of the last few days. The first thing that I did was I went to my friends and I said, "Hey friends, you want some clothes?" And my friend Luke grabbed a few items off me, which is perfect because we traded. So then with time, I started slowly but surely uploading everything. Essentially, at the moment, I'm just taking care of the Depop as much as I possibly can. Anybody likes a photo, I'm like, "Hey, you interested? I can hook you up with an offer." I don't want this to be a very casual selling experience. I want to get these things gone quickly. Essentially. I could keep this going in the background. I would prefer to be able to just kind of ditch all of these items so I can have all of the space in the world. I've cleaned out everything from my wardrobe, so my wardrobe is now looking absolutely stunning. I do have a lot of some items left, like trousers. Woo, that's a problem for me. So in the next few weeks or months, I might decide to sell more clothes. We'll see how this all goes. In terms of just how many things have disappeared from my life, let me tell you the numbers. In terms of items that I'm selling, I have
11 turtlenecks, 3 jackets, 10 pairs of trousers, 2 skirts, 1 pair of shorts, 4 dresses, 3 jumpers, 6 tops, and 8 shirts.
You remember when I mentioned that I've got a lot of turtlenecks, trousers, and shirts? I wasn't kidding. And in terms of things that I'll be donating, I have
3 pairs of shorts, 11 tops, 3 turtlenecks, 3 jumpers, 3 dresses, 1 skirt, 7 pairs of trousers, 9 pajamas, 1 shirt, and 3 pairs of shoes.
That's a lot of stuff. That's just poof out of my life. Just like the selling process has begun, all of the clothes that I'll be donating are already put into bags, so all I need to do is just take them down the street and put them into the donation box. And that's 2 whole bags full of clothes and 1 bag full of shoes. Impressive. And also so clean. Wow. In terms of the selling process, everything was washed right after I tried them on and took photos of them, so they are clean and beautiful and waiting to be given to new homes. Getting rid of my clothing items has really put a new perspective on things. It gives you a perspective on what exactly you're missing and what exactly your style is. My style can be swiftly described in 2 different ways. It's either like edgy but classy turtlenecks, but blazers, K-pop, or it's pretty in pink, Matty Healy in a skirt during concerts with roses. Yeah, that's my style. So looking through my closet, if my items of clothing don't match that, then who am I pretending to be? Because it ain't me. There's so many benefits to actually doing this clean out. Firstly, if you're bored in the house like me, then it's something great to do with your time. If you actually go on to the plan of selling your clothes as well, then you make some money off of it. Profit. And even if you don't sell, then you're donating them. And now, my friends, for some advice to those who have looked at me during this journey and said, I couldn't do that, but I'd like to, but I really couldn't. Honey, you can, you could, and you will. And I'm going to help you out a little bit. Taking into the account the rules that I said at the beginning, there are a few more questions that you can ask yourself while doing a clean out to make things easier. Because a lot of people have told me, oh, I've got emotional attachment to these clothes and I can't get rid of them. Me too, sweetie, me too. So many of the items that I threw out, I love and I remember, and I'm like, wow, but this was so great, and or wow, I bought this for such a great deal. Yeah, you probably did, Gabs. And what? When did you wear them? There are so many things that I think, wow, I did a photo shoot in that, and or wow, I could do a photo shoot in that. Yeah, one day maybe get a new piece of clothing that you actually wear and do a photo shoot in that. If you're thinking that some of your clothes might come in handy someday, but just not now, look at your other clothes. Is there something that can fill in that same occasion? You don't need 30 replicas of the same thing. Are you looking at an item and thinking, one day I will like this, and one day this will fit me? That may be the case, but are you going to keep 20 items that are just filling up your closet that you've never worn and you could probably sell and buy something that in this moment, right now in time, you will wear? Sounds pretty dandy to me. If you have to question and really think about if you should keep an item of clothing or not, it's probably on the go side. And that, my friends, is it. I'm hoping to inspire you into doing this kind of thing for yourselves as well. So once again, thank you very much to Kelly Stamps for inspiring this, and I hope that we all can live a little bit more of a minimalistic lifestyle. Anyway, that was all for today, and I'll see you next time, hopefully in a different outfit. Adios!